I want to welcome you, first of all, for coming on to the live, but two, you're going to see that the office looks different. I rearranged my room a little so that we could, well, one, I can get a little more light in, but also you can see what the real workings are behind the Belly Ball design. So today we're going to be talking about crafting viral content. Everybody's so worried about virality. There's some good, there's some bad, and there's some ugly about virality, and we kind of need to discuss that a little bit. So let's first talk about the anatomy of viral content. It's kind of important to know that you need to make sure that it has it's emotional, it's relatable, and it's got a perceived amount of value. So often we think that virality is just a matter of posting what we want to post and that people are just going to automatically like it. But the reality is it has to be about the person. You have to evoke some sort of something connection with the people you're trying to talk to. It's so important to know that people understand isn't the right word there. You want to make sure that they understand what you're talking about and that they feel it in their feels. It's not just all about you broadcasting about what you do. Yes, it's important what you do, but you have to do it in a way that people want to hear it, which brings us into knowing your audience. Knowing the audience is probably the hardest part for most people. We often say we know them because we wear them, but we've lost and detached from who that person is, and what they're doing. So we need to think about how we need to talk to them, where they're at, why they're at that place, and how we can get them through and make them resonate with the message that we have. So let's think about clear, distinct language that will be effective for the people we're really trying to make an impact for. It's really important to delve into your demographics, your psychographics. What are their patterns? What are their behaviors? Getting on at 5 p.m. on a Wednesday in Central Time isn't always the easiest thing for me. It's not always the easiest thing for my ideal audience to see. But right now, this is more about the practice of doing and going live and getting information out there. It's important to serve the people that you care about. So when we are thinking about virality, we need to leverage trends and timelines. So trends could be music, trends could be video, like the things that you're actually doing in the video. All of these things will actually have an impact. As we know, there was um, the recent music ban on some of the things on TikTok, which is the thing that most people think about with virality is going viral on TikTok. But most of the time when we go viral on TikTok, it doesn't actually lead to sales. Sometimes it puts the wrong people in your audience. Just because you were able to drive a trend or be trendy doesn't mean that it's going to reflect the bottom line for your business. So you need to make sure you're leveraging the trends, but not following it to a T, because you really want to talk to the people that you want. Unless virality is your goal. If you just want people in your audience and that's all you care about, then go ahead, follow all the trends, do all the things, and do the things you want to make them that successful. Another thing we got to think about is engaging content. And just because we think it's engaging doesn't mean our audience thinks it's engaging. Is it speaking to them? Is it hitting the mark? Often for me, 3 out of 5 posts, you're continually tweaking and changing, but those 2 posts are amazing and they get the drive that you want. So 2 posts are making impact and getting people into your circle, and then you're just constantly building your audience so that you can grow your brand and be and express and get the people and get the eyes on that you really want to get on. So make sure that you are thinking about these kind of things when you're developing your content plan, which we are actually going to give away some content plans. If you DM me the message M plan, you will receive it. My VA and my Autobots will be sending out that link to you. So I want to make sure that you know that that is available. That's M plan altogether, capital M, small plan, and that should get you a way to get your marketing plan together. If you need some help from that, you can always email us or direct message us on that. So you want to make sure you're creating engaging and shareable content. You need to make sure memes can get you somewhere. Memes can get you audience. Meme can get you traction. But all of your content really shouldn't be memes unless that is what you are. Recently, if you follow me on any of my socials, I've got this punny calendar, and it says we're all little dorky. And I love it because it kind of unlocked a little key to my Wednesday. or unlock the lock for my Wednesday. So I thought it was funny and wanted to share that with you guys. So you'll see those, but those aren't the main part of my post. That's probably showing you the little bit of inside of my twisted personality. So while you're creating the emotionally driven and connecting content with your audience, you want to make sure that you're also telling stories. Stories are important. People need to know the backstory of who you are and why you're relatable to them. So, one of my clients is a divorce coach or a heartbreak coach. And one of the things that she likes to do is relate her story to it. She's been there, she's lived it, she's done it. And it's really important for her to be that relatable person, especially to the women that she serves. Because if you're not relatable to the people that you're trying to serve, you're not going to have the impact that you want. And that's super huge. That's why we do what we do. We want to be able to link together emotionally, but also tie in how we can help each other. That's how we raise the collective. So, and doing that, my coaching client aside, one of the things that we need to think about is if we don't ever create a call to action. My call to action today was, hey, DM me M plan so that you can get yourself a marketing plan so you can get yourself going. If we're not giving a call to action, we're never driving our audience to do anything. So they don't know what they do. They're going to like it. That's great. That's great. Likes are amazing. That's a vanity thing that we actually crave. That's that dopamine hit we all need. But if we don't give them an action to do, like follow me or go DM me this or please check out or go do this, and those are simplified call to actions. We'll go over call to actions in another video, but I wanted to make sure that we talked about call to actions. If you never call them to an action, they're just going to watch, like, and scroll, or even just scroll. If you don't tell them to like my post, they might just scroll on by. Watch it enough to get the intent, but scroll. Then the other thing you need to do is utilize emotion. We talked about that a little bit earlier, where you want to make sure you're evoking some sort of emotion to get a result for them so that they can connect with you. Then we're going to talk, then you need to think about optimizing for platforms. So the content, SEO content you put on YouTube is not the same that you're going to put on Instagram, is not the same you're going to put on Facebook, but so on, so on, so on, so on. You need to make sure that you're crafting the content for the audience that's there. Your video can be the same video, but the words that you put in your captions so that you can get the traction need to be SEO optimized for the platform you're on. Let's see, measuring your success and learning. So I know we've all scrolled and we've seen the people that are hitting that point where, hey, I'm only at 200 videos, or are you stuck at 200 videos? The reality is you're stuck with 200 videos, but you're impacting 200 people. If you want to go viral, you need to think about what the people in your niche are doing to go viral. Is it sustainable for you? And is virality really the actual end goal? So we need to measure the success and learn from those analytics. So those 200, we can see, you can look to see if those are the same 200 that have been watching you, listening to you, communicating with you. That's great. If they are, that means you got loyal followers, which are actually going to turn into customers or become people that'll bring customers into your circle. So we got to think about that. Then the other thing is create a detailed roadmap for your viral content. So don't just throw out a trend just to throw out a trend unless you are looking for that trend audience. Don't throw out a trend just to have a trend. Actually be purposeful with your content to evoke the emotion that you want to create and create the connection you want to try to create. So when you're developing your roadmap for you get your marketing plan from us, marketing worksheet from us. When you're developing that, you can message me, DM me, or you can email my VA, which is Ann@hello@developaball.com. She'll put you in touch with me. We'll get you on the calendar. We can spend a half an hour together, and we can actually go through what you're kind of thinking of as your plan. So the things I want you to think about before you DM us is, what is it? Who is it you want to reach? Really, who is it that you want to reach? Do you want to reach Lisa Duvall? Do you want to reach fellow marketers? Do you want to reach ideal clients? Do you want to reach Joe Snuffy, who is 15, and he needs new sneakers every week. Do you want to meet, or do you want to reach the young lady who's uncomfortable with her body on the beach and wants to, one, start working on weight loss, or two, get a cute sarong so that she feels comfortable on the beach in the sarong? So we need to think about those things when we're developing the virality, because the music they listen to is going to help with that. The imagery you create is going to help with that, and then the story you tell, either in the video or in your actual captions, is going to be depicted based on who you're trying to reach. And like I said, you can follow the trends. Trends are a-okay, and you can do all those cute videos, and you can use the music is probably the easiest thing for you to use across the board. You have it low, but who knows, tomorrow that music may not be available for you, so you can't rely always on music. So I want you to think about who you're talking to, why you're talking to, and where you're talking to, and then why you want to go viral. And what is the point that you want out of the viral video? Do you want clients? Do you want eyes on? What is it that you want? Because you're going to spend a lot of time watching the vanity metric of people coming and going based on virality. Because if it's only about being viral, you're not going to get the long-term people. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, again, please reach out to me. So we're going to end it a little longer than the 10 minutes that I wanted to do. But remember, if you need help and you need to create that marketing plan, please DM me with M Plan, capital M. Thank you. Have a great day.